California, cause there's no place like California. California, California.
Start the regular season by selecting your season goal. Meeting your season goal gives high rewards, but does come with risk. Kick off your week by installing your game plan.
Put away your inhibitions. Let the beast in you just get loose. We all young, wild, and different. We can all get hit from a little.
An offensive and defensive game plan has been pre-selected based on your weekly opponent's tendencies. You can change your game plan anytime before starting. Each week you can focus train 3 players for extra experience. It's a good Once you have made your game plan and focus player decisions, choose to start training and head down to the practice field.
Everybody got guilty pleasures. Mine just tend to catch me cases.
Hey boys, coming out of yesterday's practice, we all know it wasn't good enough. Today's practice, it's gotta be great. Game day's coming fast. Let's go out here and let's be great, okay?
319!
All right, strap them up. Pull up your big boy britches. This is for gold.
Hey, big fella, swing over here. Let's talk. We've been talking about you getting better every week. You know what? Today you got better. Let's keep it up. right, gentlemen. You must have had your oats this morning because today was a great practice. The coaching staff, we can't ask for much more. If you guys consistently do that, we're going to win a lot of ball games.
Kick your season off by starting your first game. Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Packers going up against the Jaguars. With that, I get to say hello for the first time to our new commentators this year, as I'm privileged to welcome in Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, the privilege is ours as we welcome our viewers inside Everbank Field here in downtown Jacksonville. Today, the opener of the 2016 NFL season between the Green Bay Packers and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And partners, we look a little closer at these two teams. The Packers last year went from 12 wins down to 10. Meanwhile, the Jags, another disappointing season at 5-11.
But management has shown incredible patience, and they believe it's going to be rewarded this season. They think they have the makings of a team that can challenge for a division title. And Green Bay didn't win their usual amount of games last year, but they're always dangerous, usually one of the best teams in the league.
It's the dawn of a new era for us at EA Sports as the 2016 NFL season is underway. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. First carry of the year for the trimmed-down Eddie Lacy. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And for this offensive unit, Eddie Lacy, sometimes he even has the Auburn fans saying roll tide.
Now that's big right there, because for them to say that, wow, that tells you how good a talent he really is. When he gets rumbling, the field tilts in his favor.
Maybe I overstepped my bounds there a bit, but he's good.
Brandon, you never want to get in the middle of Alabama versus Auburn.
Off the play fake to Lacy. Here's Rodgers. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And a nice gain at 21 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Caught left side by Cobb. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. They go play action for Lacey. Now Rodgers. It gets it over the middle to Cobb. A good pickup there at 22.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On 1st down, Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
And the 8th play on this drive coming up. On 2nd down, Lacey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Throwing now is this will be caught by Nelson for a Packer touchdown. Jordy Nelson from 3 yards out. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Rodgers will throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. Well, they had that great, long, methodical drive to put it in the end zone. Then they tried to bite off a little more and get 8 points. Instead, they're sitting at 6.
But didn't that feel like a decision that they made on Tuesday?
Yeah. Well, you usually say that's what they do, right?
Right. That's the best one. The best ones do that. They take the emotion out of it. That felt like that was scripted. Hey, if we score on the opening drive, we're going to go for 2 and try and really gain an advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
And the kickoff sails out of bounds, and that's going to be a penalty.
You can see the looks on the faces of the rest of the team. You have one job to do. Just kick the ball and play.
Well, that's exactly right, Charles. The kicker, this is just inexcusable.
Absolutely inexcusable. Everyone out there slugging it out for the entire game. Execute your job.
Now Bortles again to Yeldon. Oh, the spin. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. And the offense there, the O-line, everybody really on offense, they were just manhandled at the point of attack.
Yeah, you could pretty much call them all out, couldn't you? Almost by name, right? That was a very tough sequence for the offensive line. But how about that defensive front creating a new line of scrimmage and creating a lost yardage possibility?
Now Bortles throwing on second down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The tight end Julius Thomas, the intended target, and it's third down. Throwing his Bortles on third down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up fourth down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Now they'll get 16 yards there. And the Packers are going to have a first down. And really just a heck of a catch. That's a really good receiver making a nice play.
And against a really good defensive back. Right there together and over the top, the receiver wins the battle.
So the offense has it first and 10. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So 1 quarter in the books on NFL kickoff weekend. 6-0 is our score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Caught by Cobb. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Green Bay first down. Down. Rodgers now on first down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Rodgers will try again on second down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. Third down here.
And that one was knocked away, and I think the defenders are going to be a little upset with themselves. They made the play on the football, but that one felt like a forced pass by the quarterback. Thought he had someone open. He really wasn't. Maybe an example of having too much confidence in his receiver that no matter what, I'm going to throw it to him. And that was a play made by the defense, and it could have been a bigger one.
Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. It's caught. Nelson. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Now a first down carry. It's Lacy. He showed off a nice juke of the defender, but the next wave there to bring him down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Rodgers to throw on second down. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Jordy Nelson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Packers add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. They'll run it with Lacy. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Now the return, Rashad Green. Oh, nice move. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Packers defense here getting ready. They were able to force that 3 and out. That led to a touchdown. Defenses obviously love 3 and outs. They want more of that.
They created a very short And not too sweet stint for the offense by getting them off the field that fast, but it set up their own offense, gave them a little spark, and they took it downfield and scored.
Now the question, can they do it again? Let's see. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. He's got time. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Play action. Now it's Bortles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exact.
Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Paul Posluszny. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Jaguars getting set to go. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll give the Jags a first down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
A reminder coming up at this and every halftime this season, we'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down. It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on third down. On third and long, it's Bortles. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Aaron Rodgers, he's getting ready to go again here on offense. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis?
They'll take the offset. When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception thrown, but those things happen in the course of a ball game and over the course of the season. But throwing 2 touchdown passes, that's why the team has an advantage. That's what they're looking for more of.
He'll be hoping to make it a 3-to-1 ratio here in the second quarter.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Now Rodgers throwing on second down. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there. Well, he just threw an interception last drive, nearly another pick.
And things aren't very even right now, are they? It's a little bit sloppy out there, isn't it? It's kind of different driving on those paved roads and those country roads that have those potholes in them, isn't it? Because that's the way this game's going right now. A lot of bouncy bounce to it.
You spent some time on some Tennessee country roads.
I certainly have. Plenty of family back there. God love them.
On third down, here's Lacey. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that timeout, the defense back out onto the field. Here's Jacob Shum now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Rodgers now on first down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you a couple hours south to Orlando, let's check in with Larry Ridley for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Thanks, Brandon. I'm Larry Ridley, and welcome to our EA Halftime Report. The Jaguars are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Packers have looked good on the road, and will just try to keep the ball rolling in the second half. All right, let's roll those moving pictures. Midway through the first quarter, here the pass is completed into coverage, and he'll be tackled at the 11-yard line. Later on the drive, Rodgers got the connection on the slant, and he capped off the long drive with the TD. They go up by 6. We go to the second quarter. Rodgers finds his mark in coverage, and that goes as an 18-yard touchdown. That takes the lead up to 12. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know. I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not. We'll find out. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the second half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught. Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. Defense has set themselves up nicely. 3rd and 10 now. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumble. It's loose. On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. Here's Brad Nortman now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And here comes the Jags defense as they get back out there. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They begin the drive with Lacey. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense, and guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Rodgers to throw on 2nd down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone? Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield. And Nelson's got it here right side. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He's had problems here early in his career with interceptions in the red zone, and that rears its ugly head again there.
And you know what happens, too, is that even when you have those issues, your offensive coordinator, your quarterback coach is trying to give you confidence in that situation, and they may still call those plays, hoping to get an easy, cheap touchdown for you, but you violate their trust and their confidence when you make plays like that.
He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time, and it's second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Bortles gives to Yeldon on the draw. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
They go play action for Yeldon. Now it's Bortles. He's got time in the pocket. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there. Bortles to Robinson. 54 yards. They've been struggling in the passing game. Do you like the aggressiveness there? I mean, it worked on that play, but do you like it?
I do, because a lot of the time you're struggling because your passing lanes are clogged. That usually happens when you're throwing the ball underneath. People start to press up on you, push them deep, find some space, and open things up again. Being aggressive there, I think, will pay off for them.
And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. The tackle is made by Micah Hyde.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
First off, offense.
And the yellow flag hurts this offense, and now they face a tough 3rd down. Here's Bortles to throw. Going for it all. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call or get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
On second down, here's Bortles. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
We are through three quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. You got three down. There we go. Blue 45. Blue 5.
Bortles to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown. Julius Thomas, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
The drive there only spanning 3 plays, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. Ooh, with a juke. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
One back is Lacy. Now they'll run it on the toss. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. The first-rounder, Jalen Ramsey, with a stop. And in this situation with a lead, 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
It's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Again, it's Lacy. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
When you've got a big guy like that in your backfield who runs as a big man and breaks tackles, it is paramount for a defense to have extra defenders in his vicinity at all times. You've got to figure he's going to break through the first guy. You're going to need tacklers 2, 3, 4 in order to get him down, because if you don't, he can continue to run and run it really, really well.
And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. 2nd down following the run.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Now a 10th carry here for Lacey. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
All the elements of what you want out of a play came together on that one. A really nice run, took care of the football, and even more importantly, taking the clock under 4 minutes now. At this stage of the game, how do you bleed out the clock, take care of the ball, and make sure the other team doesn't have a chance to come back on you? You're looking at your sheet. How many timeouts are left? How many runs do we need to close it out? That's what the coach is looking at right now. Situational football, trying to gain a victory.
And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Now a pitch out to Lacey. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
There's so many things that go into playing the position of linebacker. Some of them are actually subtle. Doing the drill work that you do all the time in practice and carrying it over to the game. Get rid of blockers and get to the ball carrier and knock him down for a loss.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. On the toss, here's Lacey. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Jacob Shum now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
2nd down here after the incomplete pass.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
They'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Back to throw. It's caught right side of turns. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. He's back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Marquise Lee, 36 yards. And the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
Did you see them hold up four fingers at the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Here comes Cobb. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late-game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Randall Cobb, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on third down. To throw is Rodgers. It's caught. Nelson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because
now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw. Caught by Nelson left side. And he eventually goes down, but not before reaching the 30-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. One receiver left, 3 to the right. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, So special every year, week one. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl.
Three chains. Ow. Caught up in my, put your head on backwards, then skate off after engaging laughter about what just happened. Napkins get sent to mammies, is that too graphic? Catch you in traffic, you sitting daffy like stealing candy. My ceiling's absent, my wheels are massive, my friends assassins. All of us, our mothers queens and our women dancers. My rivers rapping, my fingers splashing, my gills are flapping. I bit some matches, then sip some and kiss the dragon.
I'm really rapping, no fingers snapping, them packing. Y'all slipping, my swag is dripping, so here's a napkin. What's really happening? Verbal attacking, I'm showing passion. Know what I mean? See, I'm the king like I'm from Akron. I'm going overboard, somebody call the captain. And when it come to getting checks, I always want the fat ones. I'm so I can sing to a chandelier. My flow a glass of spade and yours a can of candle.
Too many buttons, not enough. These bugging, the SWAT is coming. Shoulder, no shoulder shrugging at your nugget. Sneaky like acupuncture and Magnus honey. Knock on the side door 3 times and have your money. Or get to stepping like Kappa stomping. I slap. I'm having lunch with Italian Sonny. Don't ask the subject. Lord, why you took rabbit from me? He say don't ask me nothing. Too many bodies, too many bundles. Not enough. These bugging, I heard they stun you. It's gonna be trouble. We come through and catch you while you cuddle. Barrels like tunnels. Don't even mumble.
I'm back to ballin', I'm in the back full of only. Pull on the scene and the queen playing Pastor Troy. Ready turkey, spaghetti, and castor oil. That's turn your guillotine to a fashion show. In 4 minutes, I turn this into forensics in a foreign car with a foreign. It's long-winded, paper long, and you taking long. You just don't get it. On the phone up on Say Tony, want a song with me. Hotter than Mississippi, the summer of the 1950s. In a van full of some white. Get pulled over for swerving like hi, officer. When he asked me why I was swerving, I'm swerving, officer.
I can make it bounce by myself. 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 I can make it bounce by myself.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.
I can make it bounce by myself.
Got a mansion, a condo, a cabin. I sleep in my phantom. Dancing with the stars to the Star-Spangled Banner. I change your channel, I change your pattern. I ring your Saturn. I your madam, she get and I shake the ladder. I make her and gather and calculate the data. I listen up for the snakes or the baby rattle. I play the shadows, don't play no games. I straight get at them. I'm on a all day like it's my favorite album.
I play the salmon, the Cayman Islands. Dancer. If I don't get the car first, I have a temper tantrum. I innovative, I demonstrated this, played it. I don't care if you owe me it.
Once you're ready, go ahead and select Advance Week to get to your next game.
Then kiss the baby, get situated, get keys off table and leave out. I really made it, get it made. Won't wrestle, cause I spatula all you action figures.
Tiny like a spider on a spud web. I got some on my thumbnail. I feed it to my girls. They say, yeah.
I'm doing this for the L. When I go, I'ma leave for the bell. I told you did like a shovel. I want a Ferrari in yellow, just so I can match all my yellow. I've been a player since elementary. I got more bars than a penitentiary. I got to hang several inches.
I can make it bounce by myself. 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 I can make it bounce by myself.
Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the weekend's here. Save my soul.
I can feel it coming, troubles in the air.
Oh my Lord, the light is going down